Welcome back to the Good Girl Box, where we unpack societal messes with a sprinkle of wisdom and a whole lot of sass. And honey, have we got a doozy for you today? Buckle up, buttercups, because we're diving headfirst into the deep end of delusion, the MAGA Bros and their undying devotion to you-know-who. Today's hot topic, the MAGA Bros, their inexplicable bromance with Donald Trump, and the cocktail of insecurity and entitlement that got us here. Seriously, it's like they watched The Art of the Deal and thought it was a self-help book instead of a cautionary tale about a narcissistic real estate tycoon with a spray tan addiction. But fear not, my fierce feminists. We're not just here to dissect the problem. We're here to dismantle it. Plus, what women can do to navigate and dismantle this nonsense. Let's get into it. Okay, let's be real for a hot minute. Have you ever noticed how MAGA Bros love to blame everyone but themselves for their problems? It's like they think the world is out to get them personally. Women, minorities, immigrants, they're all just pawns in some grand conspiracy to keep a good bro down, right? Newsflash, fellas. The only one holding you back is you. That's right, I said it. Next time a MAGA bro blames women or minorities for their problems, hit them with a reality check. Sorry, Chad, your career didn't stall because of affirmative action. It stalled because you thought hustle was just a dance move. And while you're at it, remind them that the American dream they claim to cherish was built on the backs of immigrants and people of color. So yeah, maybe instead of whining about making America great again, they should try cracking open a history book. You know what they say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And let me tell you, the MAGA Bros are out here proving that adage true every single day. They've traded critical thinking for conspiracy theories, facts for Facebook memes, and empathy for, well, more anger. It's exhausting. But here's the thing. Deep down, these guys are just scared. They're clinging to outdated ideas about masculinity and power because they're terrified of change. They see women demanding equality, minorities finding their voices, and the world becoming increasingly interconnected, and they freak out. So what's the antidote to this fear-based rhetoric? Empathy and education. Advocate for schools that teach more emotional intelligence and fewer dodgeball metaphors about life. Encourage critical thinking, open dialogue, and a healthy dose of self-reflection. Redefine leadership. Let's be honest, the MAGA Bros have a pretty warped idea of what it means to be a leader. They think it's all about dominance, aggression, and never backing down, even when you're wrong. You know, like a toddler who just discovered the word no and uses it for every occasion. But here's the thing, real leaders don't need to tear others down to build themselves up. They don't mistake cruelty for strength or bullying for leadership. Real leaders inspire, they empower, and they lift others up. They understand that true power comes from collaboration, not control. So let's show the world that there's a better way. Let's redefine leadership as something that's inclusive, compassionate, and collaborative. Let's show them that real strength comes from working together, not against each other. Vote like your life depends on it. Okay, ladies, let's talk about the elephant, or should I say the elephant-shaped threat to democracy, in the room. The MAGA Bros are loud, they're proud, and they vote like their lives depend on it. And frankly, after the last few years, it's clear that our rights, our freedoms, and even our planet depend on us doing the same. This isn't about being political. It's about protecting everything we hold dear. It's about ensuring that the voices of reason, equality, and progress are heard loud and clear. So, my fellow good girls, I implore you, get involved, stay informed, and make sure your voice is heard louder than a MAGA rally karaoke night. Because the only way to combat their brand of angry, misinformed activism is with our own brand of informed, intersectional, and frankly, fabulous resistance. Lead by example. Look, we all know that trying to reason with a MAGA bro is about as effective as trying to teach a cat to play fetch. They're so deep in their echo chamber of outrage that it's almost impossible to break through. But that doesn't mean we should give up. Instead of wasting our energy on arguments they're not ready to have, let's focus on what we can control, ourselves. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. Let's be kind, compassionate, and empathetic, even when it's hard. Let's support each other, lift each other up, and show the world what real strength looks like. Shine so bright they can't help but notice. And when they ask how you did it, just smile and say, by not spending all my energy defending someone who once tried to trademark the phrase, "You're fired." Out. Now, MAGA Bros, if you're still watching, and I know you are, because you're probably hate watching while simultaneously trying to figure out how to leave an angry comment that doesn't violate YouTube's community guidelines. Here's a little tough love. Your anger is misplaced. Women, minorities, and progressive movements aren't taking anything from you. They're just thriving despite the odds. Trump may have convinced the MAGA Bros that stepping on others is the path to success, but here's the truth. Real power is shared, not hoarded. Women, we have the strength, the smarts, and yes, the sass to lead the way out of this mess. We're not afraid to challenge the status quo, to fight for what's right, and to build a better future for everyone, not just a select few. Thanks for joining me on the Good Girl Box, where we call out the nonsense, lift each other up, and always keep it real. Stay fearless, stay fabulous, and stay tuned, because we're just getting started. Oh, and remember, the bros might think they're the main characters, but we all know who's really running the show.